Is flying in the Middle East safe now? Well, the war in Iran caught most of the world off guard. But what can we expect from aviation in the area now then? Well, the quick answer is that right now things are much safer than they were during those first few hours after this conflict broke out. But flying through the region might still not be as safe as it should be. To be clear, even before these events, there were already some issues here. GPS jamming and spoofing had been a problem for years. But for lots of airlines flying between Europe and some parts of Asia, there just weren't that many other options. And that is especially true since the Russian war on Ukraine has also closed off the Russian and Ukrainian airspace, which obviously creates a huge problem. At the moment, most airlines won't fly over the airspace of Iran, Iraq, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Israel and Syria, with UAE airspace also being partially closed. So for aircraft traveling through this region, there are now basically only two routing options available. The southern one, which involves aircraft flying through Egypt, Saudi Arabia and Oman airspace, which is quite near the conflict actually, and also then the northern route, which goes through Turkey, Armenia, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan and then Pakistan. Now, in terms of actual safety, the problem here is that the airlines and the region's aviation authorities are basically having to be reactive all the time because the situation is changing so rapidly. And as a result, even the traffic that is flowing through these areas are now very limited in order to make sure that aircraft that are flying through can be diverted en masse on short notice. Pilots are also likely carrying additional fuel, partially because these new routes are longer, but also so that they have some extra options available to them. And for the traveling public, we will likely see further disruptions like delays and cancellations, at least for the next couple of weeks and months. But I want to really stress here that evacuation flights that do go ahead will only do so if they are judged to be perfectly safe. Now, subscribe to follow the developments as they happen.